Hey everybody, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is episode 63, and today is Wednesday, April 29th. So, we are on official robin bird hatching watch, because today is the 12th day since she laid her first egg, and they say it's between 12 and 14 days since she lays her first egg that the first egg will hatch. So I've been posting stuff in our stories, so you can follow there. You can find me on all the Instagram accounts below, aquilladahun and a Lefty Knitter podcast. I also have a Ravelry group. Yeah, that's about it. I just want to say thank you to everyone who commented on the last episode about my sweater. I love it so far. I'm really happy about it. And I finished the ribbing. It only took me, 4 days to do 2 inches of ribbing, but I did it. Yeah, so let's show you that. Oh, sorry. Z was cutting paper this morning. Lots and lots of paper everywhere. So there we go. I did 1 more inch of the body and then I did my ribbing. So it was officially 3 inches that I did to get that last little bit there. It is a twisted rib. Now, it calls to go back down to a US 3. Yeah, 3. I didn't have a 3. I had a 3 16-inch, and that was it. And a 3 US 3 9-inch circular. 16 inches would have still been way too small to try to jam all those stitches, so I just used my carbons and a US 4. I don't like the ribbon to be the ribbing to be very tight anyway. And I didn't do any stretchy bind offs. I just did, when I bound off, I just did it very loose. That's where I had to tie in my new, I did 1.5 rounds with the new fluff ball. But my ribbing is stretchy enough. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I'm getting all kinds of glare, sorry. It's not gonna be a problem. Pretty happy. Now I just gotta pick up those arm stitches and work on the arms. Speaking of that, wrong bag. It's in the Wizard of Oz bag. I need to take, so technically I wouldn't be using the first color because that stopped before the yarn switch color. So I have a mess. I have the color B and color C to finish up my arms. So this was color B. I have to take this, I have my scale right here, I'm going to weigh it. I have 25 grams left, so I got to split that in 2. And then this was my 3rd color, I have even less of this one. My 3rd color. And I have 11 grams of that. So I'll pretty much be alternating every round with this and this probably. I think what I'll end up doing, since I have to split this in 2, I'll have 5 grams around. And if I split this, it's like 12 grams. So 12 and 5. I'll knit this yarn until I have 5 grams left, and then I'll just alternate all the way through, I think, for the sleeves. I could add this little bit back in if I really wanted to. I have 13 grams of that. I guess we'll see how far this gets me. But like I said, I knew I had to break into my second ball of fluff. This stuff, I just hand wound this instead of on the ball winder, which was fine. It hand winds pretty easily. But I'm excited about it. So, also, I need to give a shout out to Lesley from the Not Enough Yarn podcast. Now, she's also doing a daily vlog, Not Enough Distancing, I think is what she's calling it, for the corona pandemic that's happening. What? What? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was awkward. So if you don't watch Lesley from Not Quite Enough Yarn, you should totally watch her podcast. It's very good. She does a monthly podcast and she records through the month. And of course, I like that because it gives the progress. I like doing that on my own. I've really stuck with this format. So also, if you didn't check out the makeup regime video, it got a lot of views, only think because we shared it like on our personal Facebook accounts for people to watch too. It was just a parody on a video John had seen another couple do, so he's like, let's do it, and we were like, okay, why not, let's do it. But it's got some giggles, it's got some laughs, you should check it out if you know, are inclined to check that out. So let's throw these needles back in here. And the other project I told you guys I was going to work on, I did start. So the other project was with that yarn that I showed you, and I started the 3-color cashmere cowl. I am 1 round away from changing to the 2nd color. This has been a little bit of a rough go too, because these are size 2.5, I believe, and I don't have anything bigger than a 16-inch. So it's very, very bunched up on this. But the first section has some eyelets in it, and then you change color and you do the same exact section again in the 2nd color, and that's all I read far in the pattern. But yeah, so I did this as my color A, my brown. I'm doing color B is going to be green, and my color C will be that tan color. So yeah, and that's Joji Locatelli, the 3-color cashmere cowl. This is pretty so far mindless, and I really have enjoyed knitting on that. Of course, I'm going to get to sleeves on that, and that's going to be mindless too. But it's a lot of like turning the whole object around, and that's kind of a big pain in the butt until you get a little bit further in the sleeve length, which I might not get very far in my sleeve length. So there you go. All right, until the next clip. I need to pop on just for a minute, because I went back and I was watching the video, the last clip I recorded, and John had interrupted me, and I was talking about Lesley of the Not Quite Enough Yarn podcast, and I was giving her a shout out back because she posted in her stories that I was so close to 400 subscribers, and then I hit 402. So I just want to thank her for, you know, putting that on her stories and encouraging some of her followers to follow me. That is always really cool. Legos are apparently being dumped in the other room, so I'm sorry, and I'm getting weird light. But that was my reasoning, part of my reasoning of why I was talking about Lesley. I mean, her podcast is great too, but I just never got to the point of my story, so yeah. The baby birds are so cute. They're a day old, and I've been posting videos every day in my stories of how they've changed. I mean, you know, it's been one day. So so I'm going to try to do a story every day on how they've changed. I think that's super cool. Maybe at the end I could pop all the videos together, but I have to remember to take them either one angle or the other, because like landscape or portrait, because everything on YouTube you're doing landscape. So I just have to remember. I got a video of the mama feeding the babies. You can't really see because I can't get outside of the window. I have to open my window from the top to get the videos of in the nest, because the rail is too high for me to actually see in the nest without like really reaching. So I got some video. You can tell that she's definitely feeding them. You can't see the babies, but she keeps going back to feed them, and it's really super cute. So I got that today. Yeah. She's still like super aggressive when I open the window, but I get it. It's her babies, so yay. Okay, bye. Okay guys, it is now Saturday. Time to round up this video. happy Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival weekend! Virtually. I am missing it. I'm missing all my friends. We always set up camp on the hill where they do the sheep shearing. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. But most vendors are online selling their wares right now, and I've already went on and checked out a few things, and I think I might buy a mug from Greenbridge Pottery. Yarn Hero has some great new, I can't remember what she calls it, but oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. So yeah, check out hashtag MDSW2020 on Instagram to find all the vendors that are selling things, and go buy some stuff. It's all, most of them have discount codes. I've never bought Miss Babs, and now I'm half tempted to be like, maybe I'll buy some Miss Babs. I don't know. The lines are always crazy, so we'll see. We'll see. I did hear that the website for the Maryland Sheep and Wool, I think it's something.org, is not doing so well. I think it may have crashed. So we are on Birdwatch, and I've been posting those videos. Also, my oldest bought a house. It was very quickly, very much like happened boom, boom, boom. And you will not see John this week because he is helping her put in a new water heater. But yeah. So her room is going to be a temporary office until I have to go back to work. I think that's what needs to happen. So let me show you a little bit of what I have going on. There is a very sad story. I'll leave that to the end. Or do it now. Let's just do it now. I bound off on my sweater. Very exciting, right? This is the Sorrel sweater. Yeah, this is the sad story, y'all. All right, I'm working on the sleeve, right? Sleeve, going well, get to the ribbing, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, something's not right. She fell off the chair, but she's okay. That is the outside of my sweater because it is purl side out. Although you knit it purl side in. You knit on the knit stitches and then you flip it and do your ribbing. I was doing my color changes on the back, which is technically the correct side of the sweater. I was like, well, not too bad. It's right here. It's bad. I also did it when I did the body of my sweater. Wah, wah, wah. I'm not gonna be able to live with that. My first color change happened in the yoke. And that you're knitting the side that's on the outside of your sweater on the outside of your sweater. But you flip it to do all that stockinette. I'm not going to be able to live with that, y'all. And look how much I'm going to have to rip out. Here's where the color change... Sorry. Here's where the color changes are. I got to rip all that out. I am going to do my other sleeve first. Knitting it inside out. Holding my yarn on the outside of the sweater, on the knit side. And see if it looks right. And if it looks right, I'm going to fix the other sleeve and I'm going to fix the body. So this will not be done, but the weather's getting warm and I'm not going to wear it anyway until it starts to get cooler. So no biggie. It is what it is. I'm terrified of ripping out this mohair. Terrified. It is what it is. And you can't wind it, I think, together because it causes tension issues. I have to unwind it as two separate balls. I'm going to need an extra set of hands, which means John, because Z is not the appropriate person to do this. The Blue Angels are going to be flying over soon to celebrate all the heroes, the workers, the nurses, the doctors, the policemen. So I have to do this part very quickly. I have gotten to the third color change in my 3-color cashmere cowl. It is on these tiny, tiny needles, and I'm sorry, I can't make it unbunchy. The last thing I have to show you anyway is I ordered some Michaels yarn, some yarn from Michaels, did a car drop off. They drop it off because MJ is gonna need some scrubbies for her pretty, pretty kitchen. It was all remodeled on the inside. It's really nice. So I bought the Red Heart Scrubby, which is the yarn I've used prior. And I wasn't gonna just buy one, so I bought them to make for my mother-in-law for Christmas and for my mom. I'm set. So I'm gonna be working on these today. Since she's already moved in, I want her to have her little scrubbies. Since I already talked about life stuff, I'm not going to talk about more stuff other than I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race and I am addicted. I went back on Amazon and they have season 1 through 5. And season 1 started in 2009 and the quality's like weird. I guess because maybe it wasn't all HD. I'm not sure. But I'm watching it anyway. I'll keep you updated on the Sorrel. I am not letting it bring me down. We're getting ready to go outside. It's such a nice day today. We've had crazy rain here, so all right. I gotta get off here. We gotta go watch these Blue Angels. I'm gonna insert a footage of the mama bird on her nest as the little end clippy thing. So until I record tomorrow, I hope you are able to get outside and get some vitamin D today, get some knitting in, and knit happy. Happy Maryland Sheep and Wool Day weekend, virtually. Bye.